I can start my book anyway. So.
Ugh, that's the worst. Hello, everyone. If you are watching the playback, let me know what team you're on and what book you are reading currently. I see a lot of Team Pride in the comments, and there are a lot of you here. So I will not be reading every single comment. I am so sorry.
That's okay. We're here to read, not yak the whole time. So
exactly. I am going to make everyone on screen introduce themselves in case there's anyone new. I will introduce myself first. Hi, I'm Cassidy. You're on my channel. And it's my readathon, so I hope you know who I am. But if you don't, I read primarily romantasy and fantasy with a little bit of horror. And this year I'm dabbling into dark romance because apparently I have a dark person in me.
bring it.
And I do a lot of reading vlogs and a lot of just like random things pick my TBR. Okay, Lexi, your turn.
Hi, I'm Lexi. My channel is Books with Lexi. I am the odd one out and I primarily read horror and thrillers, but I've been reading some romantasy, also some sci-fi and contemporary romance. I do sit down videos, but I mostly like doing vlogs. That's my favorite thing. Themed vlogs, lists.
I think Jonathan is already attacking you.
Wow.
Jonathan, who won and who lost last year?
Wow.
Mel, next.
I'm Mel from Eleanor Reads, and I also read a lot of romantasy, youth fantasy when I'm in the mood, and have been trying to read more dark romance and contemporary romance, some cowboy romance in my life recently. I do a lot of reading vlogs, and I like to do some recommendation videos as well.
Nice. Katie, it's you next in the circle.
Okay. Hi, I'm Katie. I'm from I Would Rather Be Reading. I read mostly romance, fantasy, and thrillers. It's primarily romance, but I throw in the others to like switch things up. My channel is mostly sprints. I love to sprint. Video takes like lots of time, but I'm working on getting better with that. So
I love sprints.
Mm-hmm.
You're always sprinting. Like if I need sprints, Katie's channel is always sprinting.
Which is crazy because it's only 2 days that I sprint like consistently, but I do try to sprint for like a long time.
Apparently you just sprint on the days that I need them.
Perfect.
Love it. Right. Well, hi, I'm Jen from the Book Refuge. And yeah, I did do my crazy title for the readathon because I am an attention whore, and you'll discover that very quickly. My channel is 99.999% romance of all types, though. I love dark romance, historical romance, fantasy romance. I love it all. And so that's what I'm here for. And my channel is probably most known for the very varied and specific types of romance recs that I give, including things like pegging or bondage, as well as single dads and small towns. So like I got everything. I got it all.
Love a micro trope recommendation list because I'm someone who wants those. Like I'm like, I want to read more of this one like 2-sentence thing that I read in a book.
Exactly. That's where my oddly specific romance recs came, because I'm exactly the same way. Like if he braids her hair, I got a video for it. He takes care of her during her period, I got a video for it.
Yes.
So yeah, but I do love fantasy as well. I needed HEA, so that's why fantasy romance is my thing. Like HEA or Get Out, I can't do pain without a payoff. So that's me. So
that's fair.
Hello.
Also did not know that it was called a smack of jellyfish, so the stingers will be slapping.
I love it. That's hilarious.
That is great.
I love it.
Incredible.
Also, I'm just sitting here staring at Katie's cat because like it's a twin.
It is a twin.
It's a twin. I was like, how did Bring get in your computer?
This is Valkyrie, so she likes to hang out, and then you'll probably see Leo too. He's actually buried in these blankets right here. So
I love it. I have your pillow, Katie. I was like,
I love this.
Yeah. And I have my Squishmallow because my back still hurts really badly. So if you see me wincing, it's because my back went out last Friday. So don't
be gentle on yourself. Don't worry about us.
I mean, I'm gonna sit here on my ass all day anyway, so I was like, I might as well have company. But yeah, I have my Squishmallow to be like, I have to move an inch or so.
Yeah. I don't know what sound stags make, but here, and I'm a deer. Oh.
Do stags even run in a pack? Like, I feel like they're the one, like, what is a group of, I mean, there's probably a herd of deer, but I don't think
just a
stags
herd.
hang
I
out,
don't know.
like, whereas like butterflies, I mean, butterflies will literally like mob you and suffocate you. Like, that can
Someone
happen.
said it's called a kaleidoscope of butterflies.
I have heard that. Yeah. I'm in here for it. Very, very much. Did we say what we were reading too? I don't think we did.
No, I was gonna ask to go around because we did not do that, but I probably should. I am rotating teams, so each week I'll read for a different team, and I'm reading for the Stags this week, and I am reading Into Their Woods by Ivy Ashburn and Denton, which is a Little Red Riding Hood retelling that's a Why Choose.
I'm so excited for that one. I hope you like it.
I hope I'm obsessed. But maybe I don't, because then I'll go through a spiral where I want to binge and I can't binge this week. So,
well, there's not. Whoa, wow! I cannot talk. The sequel isn't out yet.
Oh yeah,
so you're good.
That's even ruder.
I tried.
Okay, Lexi, what are you reading?
Nothing. Next.
Lexi's already letting her team down.
I guess Jonathan was right.
Yeah, because Jonathan is such a big reader.
He has been the last couple weeks.
Recently. I've been seeing that.
I don't know tropes, so I'm reading Iron and Embers because I forgot that this had all the things in it. So,
it's a pretty edition. That's a pretty edition.
Where'd you get that from?
It's the Fairy Late Romantasy edition. Yeah, the edges, that is stunning. I didn't realize it was this chunky.
Well, I think it made its pages like bigger too, because I think it's only like 450 pages. Like
the print is monstrous. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I bet they put a bunch of extra things, which is great. But like, it wasn't huge. Like, I read it in like 2 days, so
perfect.
For me, I always had 3 books going at once because I like to read in all the formats. So for physical, I have The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. And then I'm listening to There With You, which is a romantic suspense. And I haven't picked an ebook yet, so I'm going to get on that.
Yes, thanks, Kay. So yes, same. I always have everything going at once. So I have to edit a video during the first half of this. So I'll be listening to I'm literally just about to hit play on it, but I'll be listening to an MM romance from Serena Bowen. It's called The Last Guy on Earth. It's a hockey romance. Love her audiobooks for all of her. So that's the audiobook. And then physically, I'm reading Crow by A. Zavarelli. This is a, oh, that's cute, honey. Thank you. This is a mafia romance that I have to read for my patrons. So that's my physical read that I'll be reading.
I like the Tories just decided that they're not only stags, but they're also goose shifters. Oh, an alliance already?
Oh my goodness.
Who's aligning?
I mean, careful what strategy you're talking in the chat. Like, we see you.
True. Lexi, we need you. Honk, honk. Stags can honk like geese.
My goodness.
Oh. I don't think your team is very happy with you.
They're fine.
I did not defect for this.
Honk. Rip Ravens.
Did you chose the right team?
I hope you enjoy Rebel Witch. The Wolf Den. It is such a pretty edition. I can't wait till I get it.
It is.
I'm excited to read it. I'm nervous because I want it to be really good, but I'm also excited.
Yeah. So that was my first Helen book ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't read the first series at all, and I still had a really good time.
That's good to hear.
Jade City. Oh, everybody read Jade City.
I hope you're prepared to be broken.
I know, but like, it was okay though. Like, that was as I said, I need a HEA or Get Out, and I do one fantasy book each year that I'm not guaranteed a happily ever after. And that was the trilogy I read last.
That's fair.
See, I do it once a year. I even did 2 last year because Jay Kristoff also had a book out last year, and I'm just like, but
oh, you got to do that one again this year then.
I know.
November.
I know. He was trolling some people too, because people are saying that he writes romance. I'm like, y'all, don't tempt the man. Like, you don't point it out, because sometimes he gives us happy without even meaning to. So like, don't point it out.
She would not. She's over there living her I'm in
Oh
the
my
vicinity
word.
life.
Nikki, you're probably just gonna have the busiest day and still get so much reading done. Team
Yeah.
Stags is chaos already. It honestly is. That chat, like I love that you're just bullying your team leader in that chat. Tori talks and everyone just makes fun of her. We'll probably be live for about 4 hours ish. It
Nice.
is tradition now for kickoff sprints that we have a wheel of times. So we will spin
That
this
is so
to
cool.
our
Oh my god.
sprint length. So we can have 10-minute sprints. We can have an hour-minute sprint. We don't know each time.
That's
Hour minute?
awesome.
I'm glad Lexi also went, huh? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a lunch break somewhere in here. Were we going that long? Like, I love
Feel
it.
free to hop in and out. It's all good, but yeah.
I love it. I'm excited.
Guys, your team leader is not dedicated. She didn't have brunch before the sprints. I'm just saying.
I mean, I ate, but I'm gonna need to eat again.
You guys are in the same time zone too, so it feels like a good attack right there.
No, not in my romance. You can say in books all you want, Nat, but not in romance. Don't give me it.
Funny.
I hope you enjoy. This is very dark, but I loved it. The Wheel of Times, yes. We love Tori. Not the Robert Jordan kind. Not for me. You're good. Not for me.
I mean, that'll get you some points.
Oh my god, Holly! Thank you and
Aw.
happy realmathon day.
Yes.
Maria has been on Mel's team all 3 years until this is the 4th year.
Broke my heart.
She defected.
Maria met me in person and then decided she needed to instead.
I didn't live up to the hype.
I finished up some books I'd already started, so now I'm going to start Sparrow and Vine by Sophie Lark. Ooh, enjoy.
It's got my arc of that. I want to read it, but I have a strict TBR this month. It's a lot.
It's always the worst.
I know.
They are truly chaotic. We have Tori and Jonathan. I don't think Jonathan is a secret weapon.
I have a tiny behind the scenes question that I wanted to ask. Of like, did you just randomly assign us teams, or did you kind of look at us and see who you thought we fit? I just wondered that. I'm asking.
A little bit of both. I can't put these two on a team together, so that's a thing. And then obviously, like, Lexi makes no sense to have. Well, it could happen with like a romance person. So her and Leandra kind of like fit together because they read more similarly.
Cassidy always puts me on the team with the most disturbing background.
I do.
All right. See, there's a lot of lore coming in that I don't know. That's the thing. So I love this.
Introduce yourself.
Oh my goodness.
That was so aggressive.
They are coming in hot today, girl.
Hi. Hi, I'm Bree. If you don't know, I'm hosting the Monarchs with Jen.
Woo, oops, over the head up here. Yeah. Wrong side. There we go.
There you go. Sorry, Katie.
No, I love it.
No, get between them, Katie.
Bree, anything else you want to say about your channel?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
valid.
We said what we mostly read and then what we're going to read today. That's what we started with.
I read romantasy. So
I really messed up Bree.
Man, she was just like, what?
Yeah, I
She
got
also just like came back from like a very like stressful situation.
I was literally just in an interview. It's fine. No big deal.
You know you're about to be interviewed here too.
I'm interviewing to be a PA for an author.
Yes.
Very exciting.
It's fun.
And I'm reading Heat of the Everflame today because my game of memory decided to be real mean.
Valid. I don't know. You'd have to ask Tori herself where she is, but she's too busy powerlifting pages. Yep. True. Hello. intimidation tactics.
I wasn't really planning on doing that. It just kind of happened.
Reading the left
Lexi let the intrusive thoughts win for a minute.
3 books going on. Something all the good luck. Heat of the Everflame is chunky, but it's so good.
I'm like, I went to go look at the page count on the last page and it just says to be continued. And I was like, I'm gonna be hurting, aren't I? It's gonna break me.
You are. Good
Hello,
luck.
good afternoon. Why we gotta hype her up so much?
Oh God, Tori, that
Oh.
sounds terrible.
Oh, I still haven't done taxes.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
Mine
to.
are all turned in, and then I just pretend to ignore them until I have to go pay the bill. I just try to ignore it.
Valid.
Lord save me.
Tony's
That's how I feel about it.
Me too. Yeah, I agree. Me too. Okay, we have been going for 15 minutes, so we are gonna do a sprint.
Yeah, you're spinning the wheel. I'm so excited. Let's do it. I feel like I'm like a drum roll here is what I got.
Oh, a good
Ooh,
sprint.
solid lead.
Yes. Okay,
Was
good.
that really loud for all of you?
Yeah, you can
No.
hear it.
It was
wasn't
right in the mic.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Good, because I have to get shit done. So at least I'll waste time for the first 20 minutes, and then it still gives me like 30 minutes to actually do something.
That's so relatable.
It really
Oh my
is.
gosh, every time, man. Like some of my friends, we like to talk more, so we'll do a 30-minute sprint. I'm like, what? So I can read 5 pages? I gotta, I'm gonna be in the chat for 20 minutes before we even start, and then what was the point? So I like it.
Wheel of Pain, jump scare wheel ASMR. It was probably so loud. I'll mute my mic next time.
It wasn't that bad, but I like the wheel ASMR.
I love it.
Okay. Well, there we are. I'll see you all in 50 minutes.
Sweet.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Remembering which button I had to press afterwards felt like a lot of pressure. I was like, I'm gonna fuck this up. I read 15 pages only, but I did eat.
What'd you eat?
Costco hot dog. My mom brought me one back.
I wasn't expecting that. I don't know.
She went to Costco and she said, "Do you need anything?" And I said, "I won't say no to food."
Yeah. That's funny. I filmed a vlog clip. I finished getting everything ready for my romantathon vlog, so that is scheduled to be posted soon.
Exciting.
And I was editing the vlog clip I filmed.
Same. I only got through like 10 and 15 pages too, because told ya, I'm always getting distracted.
I agree.
I read a little bit, but I was distracted making a thumbnail, so I think I may have to go back and re-listen to half of that.
Yeah, I am also making a thumbnail and getting distracted. So,
Are you making a thumbnail on your phone?
yeah, I do all my editing and filming on my phone.
Oh,
wow! For 8 years.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Old lady eyes, I can't do that.
Yep.
It's more the fat fingers.
Yeah, my fat
Yeah.
fingers would get in my way. Like, people have seen me type.
Yeah. I mean, when I started this endeavor, it was just for fun. So I did the bare minimum. And now I'm 8 years in and I keep waiting to make it to buy nice stuff. And I'm like, nope, honestly, I keep it cheap and it's actually worth it if I put a lot of money into it. But I mean, I also don't have the quality that a lot of people have. Like, that's okay. I'm not calling myself out. I mean, I don't have the quality a lot of people have. I'm bare bones, but it's also less stressful. And it's how I can put up 4 videos a week is because I'm like, film it, get it up. Let's go.
Whatever works for you.
I edited on my phone for so long.
I don't know how you did that either.
I can't even do it on my iPad. Like, even just trying to edit TikToks, I'm like, this is annoying.
But now I'm like, I need the biggest screen possible.
Yeah, like, how did you become that person? I remember when you edit on your phone, and now like I'll be like, oh, edit on your laptop, and you're like, that's so small.
I know.
Like, I need my double screens.
Yeah.
Everyone else did really good in the comments. Katie, how'd you do?
I read a little bit. What happened was I kept like starting books and then I wasn't vibing with them. So I was like, okay. But then I'm like almost 10% into this one. So I'm doing all right.
Yes.
You looked very cozy at the end of
Ghost
this.
stickers.
I try.
Katie's gonna carry us.
I mean, I do have a very long list of hopefuls. Like and I do have like a strategy of like, okay, I want to read. But it's not healthy. Don't be like me. But yeah.
You were like, I'm gonna get the most amount of points, and I'm over here like, if it fits, it fits. So
shop. I prompt shop.
Yeah, no. See,
When you go to submit your book, you just go down to the bottom and then you just work your way up until you hit 5, and it's great.
I really did think about flipping it this year, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck with everyone else. But in my brain, I was like, do I flip it so that we don't have to go all the way to the bottom first?
Yeah. My must read list is 30. So it's gonna be a lot.
Monarchs are winning. That's what Jen just said.
Those
Jen,
are ones
I have a question.
I have to read. Yeah, go ahead.
What is your job?
This.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense because I was like, how? Because I see how much you read and how much you post. But like this is also my job and I don't
know. Literally, this is all I do. And Jen's over here like 4 videos. And I'm like, I can't even get one out this week.
I feel like it's not a flex. I promise it's not a flex. But I read less than I did when I had a full-time job because I get distracted by everything else. When I used to work, like I always had an audiobook and I read a book at night in bed. Like I also read romance, so I can read 2 a day and it's not the work. You know, like again, that's not to minimize myself, but it's also like when people compare, I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I also read shorter. I don't read the fantasy and
I'm like the people who do, I'm still like, girl, if you're reading 2 to 3 fantasies a week, like, bitch, man, I'm reading hockey romance and I'm not belittling it. I just mean it's easy to get through because I don't have to keep all the different titles and names and things straight when you're reading.
Yeah, horror and thriller is a lot easier to read quickly, but I get distracted too much and I get it. Wow, words. I guess I get distracted longer than you.
Yeah,
so that's no problem.
No, but it's a thing though. The year that I had a full-time job and COVID, I read 720 books that year in 2020. I know, but literally I could listen to books all day long because my office was in my room, and so I was working, but I was literally listening to books nonstop that whole year
Incredible.
for my sanity. So now I read a more like 500, which I know is
I
still.
need to put a handicap on Jen.
I feel like the monarchs.
I don't read that much.
I need bumpers. Okay.
My whole goal is I read a book a day. That's like my moniker is a book a day. Keeps reality away is like my quote I live by.
I support that.
So it usually averages about 2 a day is what I kind of do. But anyway.
Technically the rule is like 50% or 200 pages, but honestly it's just there because 1 year someone just started a bunch of books and then finished them in the month. Like they were just like, I'm gonna get to 70% of every single book and then just like finish it for points. So like that's the only reason that rule is there, is to stop people from doing that. So if you think it's fair to submit what the pages you read in March, but you can submit the book for the other prompts, then go ahead and do that. Like depending on how much you read. Like if it was Jen, I'd probably be like, no, you're gonna read like 40 books. You can like not submit one, but if you only read like 3 books a month, like submit it. Like
well, the thing I would say when in our like question section is like, you can game any system. Like you can find any way to cheat. Like, are we here to cheat? I mean, some of us probably yes, because we're devious bitches, but like 100%. We're not actually we're here to have fun and read together. So
we don't win anything at the end of it.
Yes, right. Like be nice. Like, count it. If you're only gonna get through 1 or 2 books, count what you got through. Like it's all right.
Now, see, I don't know about you, but I am here for the bragging rights.
Yeah. Well, I don't get to brag, so
I am not saying I won't brag, girl. We'll be all about it for you when we get there. I'm just being benevolent, okay? I'm at the benevolent dictator part of it. We'll change later.
Give us a couple weeks; it'll go corrupt.
Yeah, we're not giving all of our hands away right now, but
Jonathan, I still, with every book that I DNF, I still would not even be close to what Jen is reading.
My jaw is dropping around the world.
Yes.
What I think is even more impressive is that you can still do wrap-ups with that many.
Yeah. I do weekly wrap-ups though, girl.
That's still 7 books.
I know. That's why I switched to those in 2021, because my monthly wrap-up one time had literally 52 books in it, and I'm like, I can't talk about that.
I would not be able to keep stories straight.
Then I went to bi-monthly, and then finally I was like, whatever. I didn't want to do reading vlogs anymore because I wasn't leaving my house. Like, I not that people don't mind your vlogs when you don't leave your house, but I was like, I wasn't doing anything. So I was like, I'll just do weekly wrap-ups instead of a weekly vlog. That's what I used to do, because I used to do a monthly wrap-up and weekly vlogs. But anyway, we're not here to hear all about Jen stuff.
Conquest of Realm isn't a real prize. I'm just gonna trash talk Lexi and lose.
That's fine. Listen, I support that.
Like, as long as you lose, we're good.
It would be fun some year, like look at me, my first year in like butting into stuff. But it would be cool if there was like a t-shirt design that has like subliminal the winner in it at some point.
That would be fun.
Yeah, like where it like takes over. Like we won, but you don't have to buy your t-shirt, so only the winners would probably buy the t-shirt. Because why would
whatever? Bragging rights. You can start in your time zone, or you could have started in mine. It doesn't really matter. Just be consistent, then end in your time zone or end in my time zone.
Yeah.
So everyone is linked down below. The submission form should be linked down below. It is in the announcement video as well. It's also in Discord. So
I'm pretty sure the entire world is into March 1st at this time of day anyway.
Yeah.
I believe you're good across the entire world. So I think we're fine.
Because now it's like worlds colliding.
Yes. Oh, Melissa, you're awesome. I miss you, girl.
Not always working out. Winner baseball cap merch.
Love it.
Yes. I mean, or a bookmark. I guess it doesn't have to be as big as a t-shirt.
T-shirts could be easy.
That funny thing. I won the universe and all I got was a stupid t-shirt, like one of those.
I won realmathon and all I got with this t-shirt. Cute.
I had a realm domination and all I got was a bookmark. That'd be funny.
Guys, I'm also blanking. Who won last year? One of you did. That's all I know.
All I remember is
it was both of us.
We were on the 2 years ago.
If we won the same team.
Yeah.
That's why it can't be done again.
We were too powerful.
Yes.
I'm just the power. I don't know what you're talking about. It's me.
Ooh, that's for real. We get like time using my stuff.
Because then Lexi like lost battle.
Well,
So
Mel has won 2 out of the 3 times, so this is her 4th.
I feel a lot of
I
pressure.
wasn't here the one year.
Yeah, Lexi's won 1 out of 2.
Also, I have won Mel's readathon as well.
She did.
That doesn't count. It's not realmathon.
No, but somebody
we're not
mentioned
talking about
battle.
that one.
Yeah, but I also won that. So
You're not a co-host in this. Yeah, but I'm the
She's like,
common.
I'm gonna be competitive. I don't even have a team.
This is why everybody splits you guys up.
I see. I'm
Like,
getting
I like to roast each other too, so it works out.
Yeah, but yeah.
Also,
What
for
you
future sprints, I demand you guys come up with cool names. Okay, you need to have a cool name that represents your team. Like, come on, let's get in this. This is
Okay.
serious.
Okay.
Like,
have
usually
Melano
change-
rereads.
I usually change.
I was
them
like, I feel like they
every
just
year.
naturally happen throughout the month.
I
I
know.
have
I
too
love
many
it.
names.
Granted,
Okay,
you know,
too many.
right? I just love it. And I'm like, I love it when we get sassy into it. But it is funny because I don't know. I think in Discord you can change it just for one Discord, but somehow, like, I've never done that before. So in all my Discords, I'm now called Genevieve the Fair. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just keeping it.
In Mel's Discord, my name is Cassidy Wants 5 Men. So like I'm really glad that's not everywhere.
Okay, so
Yeah,
mine
I
is
mean,
we
when
might start a
It's
cult.
great.
I'm in one that's like kind of serious, and I realized that my name was Genevieve the Fair, and there I was like, oh no.
Trying to decide if I'm gonna hit save on what I just typed.
Oh,
Mel, you have so many. Melano rereads, Grand Mel.
I have too many.
Llama
There was a
Mama.
Melvin at one point. Llama Mama, that was new.
So attack Grand Mel, got it.
Exactly.
Stakes against math. Tori could not do math correctly to get her prompts, and this just happened. Someone was like, I hope you didn't say the math wrong in your TBR, and she was like, you won't catch me trying to do math in a public
Right.
video.
I'm like, who's doing the math? Like, no.
What is it? We're here to read the books, not do the math.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I mean, well, whatever. I said it on my video, so it's not like I'm spilling it. But like when I talked with Brie, I was like, so I have to read a list of books, correct? So each book, I'm just gonna see which one gets me the most points. That's how we're attacking or not. And then like to start with, it's gonna be random who we attack because there's no strategy yet. So eventually, maybe we'll get vicious against someone. But for now, it's like I gotta read
Everyone's
what I gotta
fair game.
read, and it's going where it's going. So there's no viciousness behind my attacks currently. It's just.
Well, I can confirm that the Ravens have been attacked the most. Earlier this morning, no one attacked anyone but the Ravens.
Wow. Okay.
Honestly, that tracks.
Literally, it tracks. I texted Lexi and I said, they're out to get you.
Do anything this time.
How many books have been entered already? Or do you not want to say that? I mean, because you don't have to say how much points it is, but I was just wondering, like, how many entries are there already? That's cool.
I can say that. Hold on, let me find it.
Yeah.
We've had 126 books read.
Wow. Nice.
That's awesome.
Look at you all.
Pretty even across
Yeah.
teams, too. That doesn't mean points are even, but.
Right. See, I'm also a person of like, because I start so many books at once, I will have nothing entered. And then in one day, I'll have 5 that get finished all at once. So that's not me like cheating. It's that it will take me that long. And then they'll all be done within 2 hours because I'll
Valid.
It also feels so good to submit so many at once. It's just like, oh, look at all I've done.
Yeah, I'll also probably save some up and then because I'll have to look at my book and be like, oh, which points do I want to give this one? I'll have to think about it.
Hi, Deb. Enjoy Mexico. Must read more. I think there's a new person to attack, though. Yeah, Jen really did put a target on her back there.
Oh, whatever.
I haven't read
It's
anything.
okay. She'll balance all the
You have
attacks
to
out.
counteract, okay?
I know I'm
We
like, be
also have
careful you
Deb
want
on
to
our
attack
team.
y'all. I mean, just in like the number of pages I read a month, like you can't take that away from me. That's for sure. That's how many I got going with that.
They hate us for being winners.
To the people that are asking about people logging books, there are people that are in the next day already.
Mhm.
Like time zones definitely make a difference for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and now I'm done with my editing. Like I'll have this book finished by the time we're done with sprints today. Like some people just read fast. Like that's the other thing I always bring up when people wonder is I'm like, if you read even 2 hours every day, let's say that's all you do, which I know that's a lot, your reading speeds up. Like you get faster. I know that's hard because I always used to be like, how is someone speed read? And I'm like, it happens. It just like if just like if you do your hair a certain way every day, you get better at it, like anything you do. And like with listening speed, who thinks that 2 times speed is just sounds ridiculously fast? And some of us were like, could you talk faster? I'm like, like you just speed up. So I mean, my reading pace is 100 pages an hour on a slow day. So like if you have 5 hours to read, you can finish it,
I'm afraid of the pretty butterflies.
I can't do that.
Point out Mel's name before I go into another sprint.
Yes.
But Katie and I need to match, so now we need Katie something slaps that, or like I can change. I'm very willing to change.
I don't know if I can make Katie's name Irish. Yours just fit.
We can come up with something. We'll brainstorm.
Okay, ready for your ASMR? Everyone, turn your computers down. Oh, another big boy.
Oh, I can't read that number with that one.
55.
Oh, okay. Same thing.
I just knew it was on the other side.
Yeah, it was. Well, I didn't know if they were in order.
They are in order. Sometimes they're not in order, but I was lazy.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Mel's name really slaps.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, let me change this.
You picked the timer that's like the biggest pain in the butt to change the time.
I'm like, do we need to go back to the tomatoes?
No, literally. Why is it so annoying?
We tried to get Andrea to send them another email to tell them to fix that the other day, but she didn't do it yet.
She sent them emails before?
Yeah, she got the time back.
Time back.
Oh,
The time went away and she was like, I want it back.
And I responded to her in like 2 hours. It was like, sure, and we can give you all of these things.
That's funny.
Wait, I'm trying to change. Never mind. Someone complained about it being too bright, but it was too much work to change it.
Katie O'Kraken?
Wait, what?
She's like, what did I get myself into?
I don't know if Katie was prepared for this level of chaos.
Oh no, I'm here for it, honestly. And truly it just makes me think of Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'm not actually mad about it. So
you can be like the Pirates of the Caribbean guy with like the weird tentacle beard.
I mean,
Maybe
sure, yeah, that's not where I was.
He's like, or not.
Yeah, like love that. But the good news is that like you don't want to mess with the Kraken. So like I also like that vibe. So
True.
Maybe your flag can just be a Kraken.
yeah, you know what? Whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we are gonna sprint. I'll see you all in 55.
Woo.
Hello. Welcome back. I read 35 pages, so better.
You did better than me. I have no idea how many pages I read. I was very distracted.
Valid. Me too.
Well, my
I was
sister-
very productive.
No.
I vacuumed my whole room.
That is impressive.
My sister was distracting me, so I blame her.
Rude siblings.
And I had to finish up my video because it was uploaded, so
Fair.
I had to get all my details put in there.
I see Katie changed her name. Incredible.
Many things have happened. I may or may not have also told people that I would read Kraken romances, so I'm loving this for me. I showed my husband some of the covers. Will I regret this? We're gonna find out.
That could be a great Gala of Peace vlog.
Hey, there's a good one. There's some good ones.
I
You
read
need
the
a
one
microchip.
Melon. I was gonna call you Melon. What? What's the one we read? Who's that by?
The Katie Robert one.
Yeah, the Katie Robert one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one by Lillian Lark that's really good. It's the beginning of a monster series from her.
I was made for this moment.
I can't remember the title, but it's Lillian Lark Kraken Romance, and it'll come out by.
Jen must have a video on it somewhere.
Well,
Yeah, we'll do that.
I mean, I have lots of monster ones. I haven't quite. Oh, sorry. I haven't quite read enough Kraken specific ones, but I've done ones of monsters that like like the inhuman monsters, right? Because there's different levels.
Mhm.
There's orcs and whatever that they still have the same anatomy as guys, right? You're just green colored, like nothing's different really. But there's a series where they're, that has like Ensnared, which is like the spider one, and the Kraken and the Basilisk. There's a lot of Basilisk romance.
I know the
I'm
spider
sorry,
one. That's
Spider?
freaky because I don't need
Yeah.
to be with a
I'm
spider.
not
I don't
gonna
like that.
Ensnared is one of my favorite romances ever. Like it's a trilogy and it is so it's so good. It's so good. And I read that one as a joke. Like I literally was doing a video that was like, haha, let's read these crazy ones. And I read Ensnared, and then I also read Viper by Naomi Lucas. I literally loved both of them. And so it was one of those where I was like, fuck. Stop that.
I love when you read things as a joke and then it turns out to be something
That's
that you love.
literally what the TikTok I don't think it's a joke anymore. I already liked alien romance, but I hate spiders, and that's what everyone says. So when Ensnared came out, I was like, okay, I'll read it. And then I'd heard about Viper too, where it isn't like a shifter situation, like they stay that. So I did a video that was all ones where they stay alien, and I loved them. So.
That's fun.
Now it's a whole thing. I've read a whole bunch.
All right.
Brie, I'm assuming you're doing your genre blanket.
Yes, it is.
It looks really good.
It really does. What
like the
stitch did
tone.
you end up doing?
Do it.
What stitch did you end up doing?
It is the stilt stitch. I can't talk. So it's a double crochet row, and then on the other one, there's a little, the one up, it's like a little scallop.
It looks really good.
Thanks.
I like that.
I'm glad I added the white because it was gonna be really dark.
It's so cool. I love it. I have a blanket I wish I was working on, but I have to physically read this book that I'm reading. So I'm keep it over there. You may not work on that until you're done with
Such a mood.
my homework. I have homework to get done. I will admit, and I always say on my channel, I am not judging anyone, but the ones where it's the door one or the
hinged or unhinged, one of those.
Yeah, those, I don't quite read that level of them. Though again, I'm not judging it. People love those because they love the parody, the comedy of it. I go into those alien romance genuinely wanting to like it. So if the author is being a joke, then I'm not really there for it. But Lillian Lark has some amazing ones, and so did Tiffany Robert. That's a duo who writes together, and they write their books like they're doing a D&D campaign. So he does all the male dialogue and she does all the female dialogue, and it's adorable. So whenever you read their super crazy aliens, they're imagining each other. That's what's happening, which is kind of cute when you think about it anyway. But yeah, Lillian Lark just had a dragon one she had what's it called? A gargoyle one. I I cry. Like I cry in them. I mean, come on. They're so good.
I read the Shrek one during Smut Den.
They're not romance. Yeah. Just so you're aware.
Yeah. I probably won't ever go there, but people do, man. There's a whole book club just for that. They go for it.
Mel has read a Chuck Tingle.
Cassidy, you
There
have
were
a crazy
carrots
face going
and-
right now.
snowmen in places and things. There was also dye, and I don't really know how that works because it's just a square thing. But I think they had arms.
No, or like the balloon one. Oh my word, like the
I didn't read
balloon
the blue
one. I did not go for the balloon one. I know there was that, and there was also the Chuck Tingle's one people do, but yeah, there was the
Wild man.
I saw a TikTok of one, and
Oh, that's
all of the millennial deconstructing Christians will understand this, but it was a VeggieTales priest.
Oh no! Don't ruin my VeggieTales. No.
Oh, that's funny.
I know.
I was like, I feel like I need to read this as a joke. My sister
I don't think I
said
can,
it to
but
me.
I mean, there are definitely things you can do with Larry. Okay, like there's a romance by Daisy Jane.
Not
That's
Larry.
a cucumber. And that's not even a parody. Like that's just straight up a romance that they use a cucumber. It happens. And then he eats it. He eats it afterwards. Like I was like, Daisy Jane, what are you doing?
No.
Oh,
Big
wow.
I can't remember what it's called.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, this wet here, but you know, it did. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. VeggieTales, I refuse to let that be ruined by cynical and by things. Like I truly love VeggieTales. Okay. Silly songs with Larry, we will still listen to on a road trip sometimes. Me and my sister, 30-year-old women, we will get down to the Water Buffalo or to
that's
Was
a
it
good
the
one.
cheeseburger song?
yes, yeah, like that, like those are just pivot points that there's some things that can't be ruined for you no matter how your mind changes, and it's those.
Larry had the best songs.
Yeah, VeggieTales, Katie, VeggieTales was like a way to tell Bible stories, and they used veggies. So there was like David and Goliath was like a giant like vegetable or whatever, and like what was Daniel was a little broccoli sprout. So like it's very strange, but it's adorable. The songs were, and like where is my hairbrush? But he's bald.
Yep.
And like Water Buffalo. And, like, it was great. Like, I'm sorry, those are great. We still listen to those on road trips sometimes. It's fun. Yes,
Never saw an episode of this. Thank God.
I mean, Brie, you don't know what you were missing, man. They were funny because
We were not given a choice.
Right?
VeggieTales, keep your
yeah,
attention.
they also weren't that serious too. Like there are worse things I was forced to watch as a young like child than that. So you know, like the OG Lord of the Rings, that was a cartoon.
Oh my God, that is like that's nightmare inducing.
That's a thing.
Yep, there's
it's
also
terrifying.
Thank God, I've never seen an episode.
there was also an original like Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe cartoon that was also
nightmare inducing.
So
the cartoon is so bad, like the animation.
Yeah,
like
VeggieTales was just a casual awkwardness like that, and that still slaps, as you would say. VeggieTales. Yep.
I don't know how we got here. That's incredible.
I don't know either. Okay, we were talking about weird sexual things.
Lots of VeggieTales.
I believe we started with Spider Smut.
Yeah,
I started it with the Kraken. I apologize. My
A
bad.
natural progression.
I have blocked it from my mind. I love it, but it's nightmare.
Yeah, right? The Hobbit one?
Tom and Jerry's great.
Yes.
Pretty sure it always starts with Spider Smut.
Boom, it definitely does. Actually, yeah, it does.
I feel like it really started with Kraken Smut, but
It did.
It's
the
fine.
crazy thing to it, like this is where, and again, I'm not being protective, but Ensnared isn't even like Spider Smut. That is an emotional story. Like very little sex involved, I would say. So just saying. Oh, yeah. Do I just jump into those or start with something easier? That's a good question. I don't know. So not to be this person, because we won't make this all about that, Maya, but I always suggest with any type of new subgenre of romance that scares you, whether it's dark romance, historical romance, start with like tropes. I know people think that, but if there's a trope you like, if you like A Marriage of Convenience, there's a basilisk out there that does that. You know, if you want it to be a captor captive, you can find that. So I always think that's the easiest way, because you have something familiar to hold on to, even if not, right? And that's what I say too about, you know, if people want to start a dark romance, it's like, well, find what you like and then just make it dark, or find what you like and add fairies to it if you want it to be fantasy, you know? So that's what I say. Like, the basilisk one is like, that whole series that I've read is kind of like their fated mates. So they're like arranged pairings and stuff in those ones. So yeah, that's my suggestion, because when I think of the first that I read of like dark romance, like I went way in and I didn't even know. Like I didn't know I was reading something that was going to break my brain. So you just got to go.
This is absolutely terrifying to think about.
Oh my.
Also, how would spider smut even work? And then
You
just
have to
don't
read
think
to
about
find
it.
out.
I have fan art. I could show you a picture sometime, person. So like, whoever asked that, I don't know who asked that, but I'm a member of their Patreon, and I have anatomy pictures if you need them. You
Incredible.
let me know.
I love that that's a Patreon perk.
Yeah.
That's
He
great.
literally
That
can
is
use his
great.
silk to make her dresses. It's actually kind of cool.
Well,
He
that's
makes
kind
her
of cute.
dress
That's
up.
kind of romantic.
I told you it is.
Hey, am I going to be reading that?
I would not convincing
Wow.
Cassie to read Spider Smut.
I'm sorry.
terrified of
It is
spiders.
in a joke once you start it, okay? Because she's also the alien. Like, that's how it works too. It's his world, and she's crash landed. So she's the alien to him, and he thinks it's just this cute, like, naked creature that can't take care of itself.
Okay, well, when I read for the
Oh.
Monarchs, I'm doing pole picks. So if anyone sees a spider in a pole,
Pick it.
you should probably pick it.
Bro, the audiobook slaps too. They're fantastic.
But wait, I really need you to send Cassidy the anatomy pics for the vlog, because I think that would be
absolutely. Oh,
As long as you make it like 10 minutes into the vlog, you won't get demonetized. You'll be
Yeah.
Well, I can just look
Well,
at
they'll
them.
be
I
for
don't
you.
share them.
Show it.
You
I
can
just
just
want
put a
the
reaction
reaction.
shot of you looking at it, but
Yeah.
not show it. That
Yeah.
would be great.
Or just like have the big spider emoji on top.
Yes. He's even purple. It's made for him. The eggplant is made for him. He literally has an eggplant. So, you know. This went weird. Are we gonna read? No.
What did someone say? They're like, didn't one time it start with snails? One time I looked up
did.
a penis on sprints, so like they look weird.
We all had to see it.
Yeah, I showed everybody on sprints.
Aren't they sharp or something?
No, they're like gummy.
Oh, I thought I'm thinking something else. Anyway,
We are gonna do another sprint. So
all right.
Isn't it ducks that have like?
Why do you know that?
The barbed one.
Lexi being the one to ask that question.
Well, I
Somebody
didn't want
wanted
to continue my sentence, but I was like, I thought it was an animal that seems very soft that has like a barbed penis.
I think it's a duck.
I kind of Google it. Should I
Yeah.
Google it?
Incredible.
I mean, go for it. We should probably all Google it ourselves. I'm not
ducks
gonna
have a
show
corkscrew.
Yeah, there you go, everybody.
What the?
Oh.
Okay, I don't have to Google it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just not saying anything, and then I'm like, a duck penis.
Spin the wheel, cat.
Turn your volumes down. 25.
Oh,
Okay, nice.
get us back into it.
A little short boy or girl or whatever.
Oh my god.
Jen Googled it.
Apparently cats are weird too, so
Yeah.
you can look
I
that
mean,
one
it
up
doesn't
next.
even look painful. It just looks strange. Anyway.
I actually don't know if I've seen it, but I'm just aware. I should look.
It looks like a worm. Sorry, it looks like a worm. That's
So
a
it's a
spiral.
slug penis, but on a duck. Got it.
Yeah, it's a squiggly worm. Anyway, happy reading.
Welcome to sprints.
I was gonna finish this freaking book today, and now I just keep getting distracted. So, hey, however they gotta get it in there, they find a way. So
Research queen. This has me intrigued. Okay. 25 minutes. See you guys soon. Hello, welcome back. Oh, Winston, your cat scarf left you. I read like 20 pages, so actually, for some reason, was very productive in that one compared to other ones.
I don't know where I am in my book, but I'm considering DNFing, so woohoo.
Oh no.
Pal strikes again.
Oh yeah.
Mel?
Zone finally.
Mel's still thinking about them.
She is.
Yeah.
There you go.
I unmuted and it did the little spinny thing and it didn't actually unmute me. How rude. I asked what you started, and then I was just like, oh, I guess she can't say because she didn't answer me. And then I looked down, I was like, oh, no, nobody can hear a word I'm saying.
Your mouth wasn't even moving, though. You just were zoned out.
I was waiting.
It was this.
Oh, gotcha.
Just a random thriller. So I don't really care if I DNF it, but.
Valid.
We support DNFing here.
We do.
Oh, I am very pro DNF, but.
We actually call it a pal these days. It's called pulling a Lexi because she DNFs so many things.
Support.
Yeah.
I didn't read though.
You were
I was
dreaming.
laughing.
I watched YouTube for a little bit, but I am on chapter 13.
Nice.
Kindred is so good. Sorry.
I got to 30%, so I also was productive in that sprint.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you reading now?
I'm reading a book called Playbook. It is a football romance. So
Rebecca Jen check. Nice.
That book.
oh, sorry. Yes, I just got what you said. I'm so sorry. I didn't. All I heard was Shaq, and I was like, I don't know what this means. But yes, by Rebecca Jen Shaq. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I was just talking over you too, so that's.
How'd you do, Jen?
Good. I was on pace on that one. I honestly think the shorter one was better because I don't let myself get as distracted. I truly do. It's funny because I was like, oh, I like the long ones. And I'm like, yeah, but do you like it because you're just going to be lazy for the whole time? Like, I was more on pace. I read 35 pages. So that's more my pace that I should be reading. So I like that, actually.
Oh, finish your first book. Let's go.
Woo!
Hi, Leandra.
Hello.
67% done. Everyone's doing so good. We're getting some submissions in.
Love it. Oh, about DNFing. That's what I was going to say. I was like, yeah, I think DNFing is great. Though at this point, I don't DNF too much because I know what I'll like at this point. But I'm going on literally like 4 years without a significant slump. Like the longest slump I have is 1 or 2 days. And it's because not only because I have 4 books probably going at the same time, but if you don't like something,
I'm truly
50-page rule is my rule. That's it, man.
because I don't know what I like. I've been reading my whole life. I still don't know what I like. It changes every day.
I think with thrillers, it's really easy to be like, okay, now I'm bored.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I feel like there are some books that I've like loved later on that I didn't like at the beginning, so it's very hard for me.
Yeah.
But it's literally just because my mood changes. Like with the day, I'm like, this sucked, and then I'll read the same thing the next day. And I'm like, this is 5 stars.
I don't think I've ever experienced that myself, so
That's valid.
It's a little easier for me to be like, yeah, I don't care. Even if I think the ending is good, I will still be annoyed that I didn't like the first part and just not care.
I mean, Spark of the Everflame, I gave book 2 and 3 5 stars. It's incredible. But book 1?
I think it's a little different with series as well versus a story that's supposed to be done in 350 pages.
Sure.
That's why I like for other people to have read the whole series so that they can tell me if it's worth it to continue or not.
Yeah, I think it's so mixed because I get all of those perspectives. I understand it. Because when I say like I know what I like, I just mean I think it's easier to get in a slump if you push yourself into a book that people tell you you're supposed to like. And then if you get stuck, you're like, well, I have to finish it. They told me to read it. Whereas like if I've started a book just because I think I'll like it and I don't, then I'm just like, well, whatever. I picked it. I don't care. Get rid of it. And it's why, like, I don't sign up for arcs that I don't think I won't like. That's the big one. Because within arc, I feel more obligated. Like, arcs, I give 150 pages instead of 50. Like, if it's mine, I give it 50. But
Yeah,
y'all
I don't
make-
sign up for arcs anymore because someone telling me to read something, including myself, is not good for me. I'm like, I don't want to read this.
Yeah, and I also used to be completely a no TBR person, and it was, you know, YouTube kind of makes you do that because people like you to have a TBR. They like, even if you don't do it, they like you to. But I found as a mood reader, I do like my TBR. Like, I'm still a mood reader with a TBR.
Me too.
But I like to have choices because the times I do have a slump, it's because there is an abundance to choose from. And so having a TBR being like, hey, these are the 3 books coming out next week. Why don't you mood read your way through one?
I think Jen should teach a master class.
Agreed.
For us all.
Let's go.
I try.
100% changes my mood.
Yep.
I am like this.
Yep.
It's not day to day, but I am 100% like that.
I just can't force myself to read if I don't feel like reading. So I think that makes a difference.
Yeah. Nope. It's so crazy. I think too, when you read the volume I do, like a slump is different. Like a slump for me lasts a day, right? Whereas like I have a friend, she's been slumping for 3 weeks. She hasn't finished a book in that long. And like for me, a slump is that I would rather go do something else instead of read for like a day. And then the next day I'm like, nope, I want to read a book. So we're going to find one.
That's fair.
But
can we get Katie to 2K?
Nice.
This sounds incredible. But
Oh my god, yeah, it does. Cassidy, you gotta fly in to DC so we can go to that casino.
I do.
I was just thinking of getting some ramen, so we were close to the same.
Oh, yum. That also sounds delicious.
We have a new ramen place that opened, and that was the last thing I needed in my life. But I'm so happy.
Best thing you needed in
Those
your life.
situations are always like, do I want it to be really good because it's so close so I can eat it all the time? Or do I want it to not be good so that I don't eat it all the time?
Well, the problem is like I make ramen at home, and I make good ramen at home. Like I love it. And that costs me, you know, like $3 a bowl if I make it with all my fancy stuff. Whereas like if I order that, it's gonna cost me $35.
Yeah.
Like, I want it.
So we don't want it to be good. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
right.
cheering
So
for the
that's
downfall.
the problem. It's like my $3 bowl of ramen is fantastic, and I can have it in 15 minutes. Or I literally pay 10 times the price, but I still want it. Like, you know, like it's that
effort.
It'll probably take you longer to get it too.
Well, that's what I meant. I'm like, I can make it in 15 minutes because my
laziness wins out too often.
It really does.
You know, because it can be like my food could be cooking while I'm sitting here talking, and by the time we're done, my food will be here. Or, you know, I don't know. It's been bad this week with my back hurting too, because I'm like, I have a reason. I can't stand at the stove. That hurts.
Gotta look at the upsides. I love Indian food too.
Yeah.
Ooh. Stop talking about food. Don't. I can't look.
So this is actually okay. He's very small, true, but this is actually my dog. People do confuse him with the cat, and he has very cat-like tendencies, so it's fair.
I think your cat is actually bigger.
My cat is, well, they weigh the same, so, but she's all fluff. So, but yes, fair.
You probably just let Andrea down. I posted a picture of the dogs I was watching this week, and she said, I don't want this. Give me cat pictures.
I'm sorry. Val will come back. She likes to be in front of the people, so she will come back.
I love that.
I love that we're all thinking food currently.
Yeah, stop it. I do have snacks though.
I still have a lot of candy in my candy jar.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna snack on that. Yes, a cat would be better, but the puppy's cute too. Listen, if you're on my channel, I talk about food a lot. I love food. So if you come to any sprints at some point, there will be food talk.
We'll circle back.
It might be good, delicious food, and sometimes we talk about meatloaf because it's disgusting.
No, not meatloaf.
Do it.
But sometimes we can talk about like baked lemon blueberry muffins. Food and cats.
Yeah.
I'll
So
miss
bad for my diet. So sorry. Said candy drawer. My mom has a candy drawer. In her like side table, there's just like bags of candy.
Mm.
What was that? How many? What
I definitely have a snack. I have a snack drawer before it was cool. That's like organized before all the organization things were a thing. So I feel pretty cool that I was like, we should film doing that. Man, I was using that. Hope people like watching that.
You could have gotten TikTok famous.
I know. I mean, I'd have to buy cute stuff to put it in instead of just like I organize the piles.
That's fair.
And when I have a
It doesn't
candy
do the
jar.
tap. You
Yeah,
gotta
I
do the
also
tap.
have a candy jar and I like layer the different types in there.
Yeah, no, I just shove everything in.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't last long because it's like I'll decide I want peanut butter treat and that's on the bottom and then I gotta mess it up.
No.
Yeah, but I'm Canadian, so it makes sense. I don't know Katie's excuse.
I mean, listen, I just am who I am. But yes, they do make fun of me depending on what words I say. But
I
And
tried
then
to
you're
explain it to
close
my
to
sister
Canada.
and
I
my
am close to
boyfriend.
Canada.
And I was trying to, I like said it how you guys say it, and they were like, I don't hear a difference. And I was like, truly, this was me. I really had to process the difference.
I say funny things all the time, so
But yeah,
right.
it's the Canadian A. I was gonna say, Melissa talked about how, yeah, if you eat dinner and you just say you ate dinner, you're gonna have to follow up and tell me what you ate.
Yes, this is true. Don't mention food and not say what it is. Like that's just like why? Why tell me you have food if you won't share at least what it is?
How do you say stag?
No, I'm not gonna do it. I will not get into this peer pressure.
Stag. Is that not right?
Stag.
Yeah, stag.
I say it with a harder A than that, I think. Stag.
I'm gonna overthink it now, so now I can't do it. Sorry, Tori, I can't
Well,
do
you
it.
say it with an American A, Mel.
Yeah.
Mine is the harder A.
Jen
Jen
like,
said it the way you do.
yeah, I said stag.
Can you say bag? How do you
Vague.
say bag?
Vague.
Bag.
Bag.
Vague.
B-A-G.
Vague.
Also with a hard A.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also weird because I would say stage. And then it's like, if you add the E on stage, but I would say stag. So there's not, like, it's both still a full A. It's weird. Like, it's the G that gets changed with that.
But I feel like Mel would say stage stage.
Yeah, stage or stage.
Wait, what side of the country are both of you on?
I'm in the middle. Literally in the middle. I'm in North Dakota, but I grew up in Minnesota, so I have Minnesota. But
See, that's also close to Canada.
Yeah, it's close to Canada.
Well, exactly. And we won't get into it of like the Fargo movie, which they do hard Canadian accents.
boy.
Those are
Yeah.
not. Those are not. Yeah. Yeah, you say that, Melissa, but we're also not. Like, because my state is huge. So, like, I'm from, like, mid-Minnesota. It's a long ways down. It just feels like it. But Minnesota's a big state. Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Probably swiped back.
We're in charge.
Chaos reigns.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
boy.
back.
Did you do the swipe
Whoa.
back thingy?
Whoa.
There's like a back button on the side of my
Oh.
mouse, and I don't use this mouse very often.
That has happened to me multiple times when I'm streaming by myself, and I will just leave my own sprints.
This is, I feel like, very Canadian for the. I feel like this is where our like stereotypical that we say A a lot. I don't know anyone who really just says A, but I think it's because our
No.
A sounds like A.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't even mention it. We don't gotta get into it. Our words are weird. Like,
I love that you're in North Dakota, though, because I am in Minnesota, so we're all close.
yep.
Yeah, the Minnesota accent people say is pretty much a Canadian accent. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they also always exaggerate it when they say that. Because, like,
Yeah.
Minnesota, it's much more subtle than it's said. Like, that was my point. Like, they always show, like, Fargo. And, like, in the Fargo film, there's the accent everyone uses. And we all know we're like, no, that's, like, not. But that's how everything is. Like, when I hear a Boston accent, I hear people talk like this. And I don't know.
Boston?
You know what I mean? Like,
I used to live near Boston, and sometimes their accent was so extreme that I actually didn't know what they were saying.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
And that happens
It's-
everywhere, you know. But no one where I grew up had it a lot, but we would hear it in the, like, when you say, like, you can tell you're from Minnesota when you hear someone say Minnesota in a certain way. You like know they're from there. But anywhere else, I'm like, TV does whatever they want to do.
Yeah, I get made fun of my pasta a lot of the time, but anyone who says pasta
Yeah, I say pasta.
is, we would think is posh here. Like, we're like,
Yeah.
what are you trying to do? Like, why are you trying to sound that way?
Well, like, pasta sounds like paste. Like, that would be an E at the end. Paste.
Pasta.
Pasta. It's a small A. Pasta. Anyway, y'all want to go
There are plenty of people that have this accent, okay?
Yeah.
Including Mel later on at night.
Yeah, I think Mel, when she lets loose a little bit, the southern.
I'm like, you get some alcohol into Mel? That's what she's saying.
This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a fun month, everyone. It's gonna be great. I'm so
Tori,
excited.
I don't know what you're saying.
Are you from Boston?
Are you from Boston?
Yeah.
She does not have a Boston accent at all.
She does have a little bit of an Eastern accent,
But a Boston accent
but
is
not like
different.
an extreme Boston accent.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, I did not know that. I can understand
great.
everything you say. Tori's lore runs deep.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a Hick accent. No, I love Mel's accent.
There's a girl at work, and she has a thick Southern accent to the point where I notice it, and I was like, I need Cassidy to come be a fly on the wall just to hear this accent.
Can you just record some of the something that
I
she's
probably could. I don't think she'd care.
She is a stinger.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I should do another spin. Yeah, I would have never guessed. I'm actually like kind of.
Yeah.
I feel lied to.
But yeah, you do move like every other year. Okay. I'm from Kansas and my husband's New York. He says roof as rough.
Interesting.
Rough. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my husband's grandma's from Texas till she gets excited or mad. This is also Mel.
That's absolutely me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say I want a long one so I can walk the dog, but then he decided to go to sleep. So
I want another productive one because then I gotta.
oh, you got Trish.
I'll see. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Aw, I told Mel she looks very good in pink, and I need everyone to tell her this too, so that she wears it more often.
I'm not good with compliments, but thanks.
Mel's only gonna wear that specific shirt from now.
Yeah, she's gonna not even wash it.
Every single one of her thumbnails is just going to be that shirt now.
Hey, my thumbnails will be very cohesive.
You'd be shocked how, like, weeks apart, because I bulk film on one day, that I pick the same outfit, and I'm like, Jen, you can't. Now you'll be in the same outfit for 8 videos in a row because you were already in
I will have
it
to go
before.
back
But
and look at my thumbnails, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, I wore this last weekend.
Right. I just genuinely love wearing the same, like,
Same.
shirt, and I have 2 of them as well. So then if I film 3 videos on one day and then 10 days later I film like I've worn the same video for 2 or same shirt for 2 months, and I'm like, I did wash it. Those are on different days.
I do it too.
Same.
Yeah. Right. Perfect.
Thanks.
Oh god. Oh no, sorry, Nikki. That hair and the pink is super cute. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to share my screen again because it went backwards.
All right. This time I'm gonna give a goal this time because I need to get through this book. So I'm on page 105, and my goal is gonna be to read 60 pages.
Okay.
So
We'll be like meatloaf.
We'll shame you when you come back if you don't.
That's right. Well, you won't know.
Do you
if
like
I don't.
meatloaf? If you don't hit 60 pages, you have to eat meatloaf for dinner.
I mean, I like meatloaf, so that's not really a crime. I don't know where I get it though. I don't have any burger to make any. Is the problem? I have to buy.
That's fair.
How about I
Okay,
have to have like a grilled cheese instead of the sushi I want to have?
salad, not
There
the
we
meatloaf.
go.
Okay, see you all in 30. Well, welcome back. I was in the good part. I don't like when the timer goes off in a good part. I read 40 pages in that.
Nice.
I read a little bit more, and I think I am gonna DNF this book.
Good job. Proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm on Audible, so I don't know how many pages I read.
Valid.
I listened. I read. I think I'm a little around 100 pages, so I need to probably film a vlog clip.
I'm at 43%.
You're flying through that.
I mean, that's the fun thing about some romances is that some, like when you're really into it, they can read really quickly, which I love.
Yes.
Did you get your 60 pages, Jen?
Pretty close. I got 56.
You get that ramen.
I mean, I'm going to count it because I'm also having to annotate it. And if I wasn't annotating it, I would have read 65. So
That's so
Okay.
impressive.
You also have a back injury, so like that could slow you down.
That's not stopping me from reading. The problem is in a comfy couch, you fall back and then readjusting is what like hurts.
Yeah.
So I'm like all comfy but I've squished all the way over here and I'm like, oh, I gotta move.
I love coloring. I hope you had fun.
Nice.
Look, yay.
Nice, yes.
25 pages, page 200. Everyone's killing it. Gotta get that Indian food. Yum.
Oh,
Read a review. Bonded by Thorns. Incredible. I hope you love it so
Yes,
much.
enjoy.
Another finished book. Cleaned one of the bathrooms and got up to 41% deep end. No. So sorry. Taxes. Good job.
So one of the things I was going to point out, of like, if you have a book that's just meh, could be a good one for you to then have a book that you rated higher than the book you just read, which is one of the prompts. So you don't force yourself to finish something, but if it's just meh and you're almost done with it, setting yourself up for success in the next prompt. So there's that.
15 pages of success. Didn't read much. Aw, that's cute. Hope you're enjoying it. 15 pages. Everyone is kicking butt.
Yeah.
A poll. Well, I want to talk for 6 minutes to get to the 4-hour mark, but that was our last sprint. I'm not going to force us to talk for 6 minutes. Our next sprints are, that was very Canadian. I sound like a pirate. Our next sprints are on Katie's channel tomorrow. I forget what time though.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Perfect.
I was like, I don't know. It's very early.
Get to coffee, get to work.
I will post them. Actually, I might, but not. But a mod will post them in the Discord if you're in there. And Katie's channel is also linked down below. So you can make sure to go follow. And that's it. There'll be lots of sprints throughout the entire month. I think there's one like every single day this week. So
yeah, I saw that.
Thanks for hanging. Bye-bye.
Bye, friends.